If you saw, I bet you have a basket full of little scraps you don't know what to do with. They are shapeless, they are useless, but we're afraid of throwing them away in case they were useful. So let's give them a purpose in life and let's try to make 10-minute projects you can do with scraps. Comment down below where you keep them. I have mine in a huge IKEA bucket thing with a lid on. I just throw them in there and they just wait for me to use them. The other video I made with scraps was back in September, and I made this snacks bag for my toddler when we go to the park or things like that. I made this thing for pegs. I don't know the name of this. It's a peg holder, peg bag, something for pegs. And then I also made, which I love, a little cover to put your bar of soap in, so you can put a nice bar of soap in a drawer and the drawer smells amazing and everything has this fresh smell, and I'm in love with it. I have it with all the pashminas and scarves and things like that, and I love it. So I thought, because I like it so much, to make a little bag full of lavender or rosemary, anything you love the smell of. And because I'm a spice girl, I'm going to put some cinnamon sticks and cloves in it. For the first one, I'm going to need 2 rectangles of material from other projects I have. Of course, a dress from last year and multi-size boho skirt, which was quite interesting. And the shape doesn't really matter. I'm going to make them square because I think it's comfortable, because you put it right on the end of a drawer. But you can make it different shapes. You can make a circle, or you can even make them like the pattern weights we made. So let's do this. What I'm going to do is simply fold my rectangles of material right sides together and sew 3 of the sides. So that way one of them is open so I can put the stuff in. I said before that we had to sew 3 sides of the bag, but we don't, because if it's a rectangle and we fold it to make a little square, one of the sides is already done. So we only have to do 2 of the sides. That I also zigzag stitch it so they don't fray, and you don't need to cut the corners because there's not another seam on this side that is making the corner bulky. It doesn't really matter because it's not for anything special, but it's not needed. And once it's right sides out, you have to fill it with the stuff you like. I have my spices here, and I also have some lavender I just got from the garden. I have a little plant there. Well, it's getting big now, but it's nice to have. And I'm not a fan of strong lavender smell, but I have to reckon this is quite nice to have around. So now it's a matter of filling with the stuff you like and just fold the top and sew it. I love them. I think they're an ideal project if you're learning to sew, to make the most of little scraps like this, and even as a present you could make a few with different fillings and even embroider what they have inside and give them as a present for Christmas, for example, or for a birthday. I think they are lovely. The spices one remind me when my grandma used to make rice pudding and put the cinnamon stick and the lemon zest in a little linen bag so you wouldn't have it in your plate, so she didn't have to worry about fishing it afterwards. So it's quite good. And the next one is for this. Panty liners don't usually bring any wrapping around them as menstrual pads do. So they need to be protected because this is what you are using. So I'm going to make a wrap to put them inside to take in your handbag. Although I'm looking up information to make my own menstrual pads so I can wash them the same as we did with our babies' nappies. We bought them and they were wool and bamboo sort of towel-y material. So they were lovely, they were really useful and good to have, and you don't throw away as much waste. And I want to make this, but for now I'm going to make the wrapping. I have this piece of material left from when I did the shirt dress I made for Halloween as a Wednesday Addams outfit. Have a look, the video was really fun to watch. And I'm going to need two pieces that are going to be the length of the, well, the length of the pad will be the width, but I'm going to cut this size by 3 pads. So that way I can fold it, and I need two, and I'm going to interface this so it has more body. So the first thing I'm going to do is to interface both pieces of material so they have a bit more of a body and the panty liner doesn't wrinkle or even, well, not break, but fold or get weird shapes. So I was saying that 2 layers because 2 pieces of material, because even though it's going on the inside, you don't want to open it and see the interfacing. It has to be nicer. So I'm going to do 2 pieces that then I'm going to sew together so the inside is as well nice. But they need to have a bit more shape, so that's why I'm interfacing. So now I'm going to sew 3 sides right sides together. Leave the needle in so then you can turn. And after cutting my corner so it doesn't look bulky, I'm going to put it right size out. So I'm going to close it like this again, like the little bags, and stitch all around it as well. So the idea now is to fold it so the pad goes inside, and then we can put a button on top. And with this done, I'm going to sew one of these pressure buttons because I think it's better. I have them in black, but if I sew it in black, I won't see it. So silver. And this is the result. It's a very useful project because that way your pad is protected in your handbag and not around germs. I really like this. These products are ideal if you have just started sewing because they make you a bit more confident and you start using the machine a bit more often. And as well, you use all the little scraps you have around. They can be really good as presents or stocking fillers at Christmas, as well as, well, birthdays of course, but we are in this time of the year. So if you like this kind of videos, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel a lot, and that way you don't miss anything because I upload a video once a week. This month I'm uploading twice, so go ahead and subscribe and give it a like as well. And I leave you a link to all the videos about presents, things you can sew for a present because we're in this time of the year, and things as well, there are things in there you can sew with little scraps. For example, the things I did on the last video I just showed you, as well as pouch bags, a neck warmer, which is really nice for winter and for a present. Loads of handbags in there and tote bags, and even a bowl cover for your food. So go ahead, stick around for a while, and I'll see you next week.